The world is full of dark places, places that seem to exist on the edge of our reality, where the familiar fades into the unknown, places where the veil between our reality and something else feels thin. These are the realms where myths and legends are born, where the unexplained thrives. I've spent my life seeking these places out, drawn to the mysteries they hold. The allure of the unknown has always been irresistible to me, a siren call that I cannot ignore. The unexplained calls to me. It whispers in the shadows, beckoning me to uncover the truth. Every shadow, every whisper is a clue, a piece of a puzzle that I am compelled to solve. I've confronted the unknown in haunted buildings, graveyards, and forgotten ruins. Each location holds its own secrets, its own stories waiting to be told. Each encounter leaves its mark, a chilling reminder of the forces that exist beyond our understanding. The fear is palpable, but so is the thrill of discovery. These are two stories of such encounters, two journeys into the heart of desolation where fear and curiosity collide. They are tales of bravery and terror, of the human spirit's quest for knowledge in the face of the unknown. I've learned that the most terrifying experiences are not always the ones that can be easily explained. It's the mysteries that linger, the questions that remain unanswered, that haunt us the most. It's the lingering questions, the unsettling feeling that something is watching, something is aware, that truly chills the soul. The unknown is a powerful force, one that continues to draw me into its depths time and time again. The ghost town stood under a moonless sky, a skeletal silhouette against the horizon. The stars above seemed indifferent to the desolation below, twinkling coldly in the vast expanse. Body, California, once a bustling gold rush town, now a graveyard of dreams. The streets that once echoed with the sounds of miners and merchants are now silent, overtaken by nature's relentless march. The wind howled through the empty buildings, carrying the weight of forgotten stories, of lives lived and lost. Each gust seemed to whisper secrets of the past, tales of hope and despair intertwined. I could feel the history of the place pressing in, a suffocating blanket of sorrow and decay. The walls, once vibrant with life, now stood as silent witnesses to the passage of time, their surfaces etched with the marks of countless hands. My crew and I set up our equipment, our breath misting in the cold night air. The chill seemed to seep into our bones, a stark reminder of the harsh realities faced by those who once called this place home. We were here to investigate reports of paranormal activity, of restless spirits clinging to the remnants of their former lives. The stories we had heard were chilling, tales of ghostly apparitions and unexplained phenomena that defied logic. The silence was broken only by the creaking of the buildings and the distant howl of a coyote. It was as if the town itself was alive, breathing in the darkness, waiting for something or someone. We were completely alone, isolated in a town reclaimed by the desert. The vast emptiness around us was both humbling and terrifying, a stark reminder of the impermanence of human endeavors. We spread out, exploring the abandoned houses and saloons. Each footstep echoed in the stillness, a stark reminder of the life that once filled these spaces. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy. I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck prickle with anticipation. Something wasn't right. As I stepped into an old saloon, the air turned icy cold. Dust motes danced in the beam of my flashlight, revealing the ghostly outline of figures seated at the bar. I felt a presence, cold and oppressive, watching my every move. The feeling intensified, pressing down on me like an invisible weight. "Hello?" I called out, my voice echoing in the cavernous space. Only silence answered me. The hair on my arm stood on end. I could hear the faintest of whispers, carried on the wind that seemed to be swirling around me, words I couldn't quite make out, but their tone was unmistakable. Anger, sadness, despair. I pressed on, drawn deeper into the heart of the saloon. The whispers grew louder, more insistent. I felt a cold spot under my feet, a stark contrast to the dry desert air. The presence was growing stronger, feeding off my fear, my curiosity. I knew then that I wasn't alone in that ghost town. Something was with me, watching me, waiting for its moment. The floorboards groaned under my weight as I moved towards the stage. It was then that I saw it. A shadow, darker than the surrounding darkness, detached itself from the wall. It flickered and danced in the dim light, taking on a vaguely human form. I froze, my heart pounding in my chest. Fear, primal and instinctive, surged through me. I wanted to run to escape the oppressive atmosphere of the saloon, but I couldn't move. I was rooted to the spot, my gaze locked on the shadowy figure. It moved closer, its form solidifying, becoming more distinct. Suddenly the figure lunged. I stumbled back, tripping over a loose floorboard. As I fell, the shadow vanished. I scrambled to my feet, my heart racing. I didn't wait to see if it would reappear. I ran blindly through the darkness, the whispers of the dead echoing in my ears. I burst out of the saloon and into the night, gasping for breath. The cool desert air did little to ease the terror that clawed at my throat. I could feel eyes on my back, following my every move. I didn't stop running until I reached the relative safety of our base camp. Section 7, The Forest's Embrace. The second encounter took me to a different kind of desolation, one that was both haunting and mesmerizing. The dense, ancient forests of the Pacific Northwest, where the trees seemed to whisper secrets of old. Towering trees blotted out the sun, casting long, eerie shadows across the forest floor, creating an almost otherworldly atmosphere. The air was thick with the smell of damp earth and pine needles, a cloying perfume that spoke of decay and secrets hidden beneath the undergrowth. Every step felt like a journey into the unknown. We were investigating stories of missing hikers, of strange lights seen moving through the trees, lights that defied explanation and logic. Locals spoke of a malevolent presence lurking in the woods, something ancient and evil, a force that had been there long before any of us. As we ventured deeper into the forest, the feeling of unease grew stronger, as if the forest itself was watching us, waiting for the right moment to reveal its true nature. The silence was unnerving, broken only by the occasional snap of a twig or the distant call of a bird. It was a silence that seemed to hold its breath as if anticipating something momentous. Section 8, Drawn to the Darkness. We followed a barely there trail, our flashlights cutting through the gloom. The further we went, the more oppressive the atmosphere became. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy that made the hairs on the back of my neck stand on end. It felt like we were being watched, hunted. We came to a clearing, a circle of bare earth surrounded by the silent, watchful trees. In the center of the clearing stood a lone tree, its branches twisted and gnarled, reaching up to the sky like skeletal fingers. As I stepped into the clearing, I felt a chill run down my spine. Something was wrong. This place felt off. Section 9, Eyes in the Woods. The forest around us seemed to press in, the trees closing ranks, cutting off our escape. The silence was absolute, broken only by the sound of our own breathing. I could feel my heart pounding in my chest, a frantic drumbeat against my ribs. We were not alone. A pair of eyes, glowing an eerie green, appeared in the darkness beneath the trees. They stared at us, unblinking, filled with a cold, malevolent intelligence. Then, just as quickly as they had appeared, they were gone, but the feeling of being watched remained, stronger than ever. Section 10, An Unsettling Truth. These encounters left me with more questions than answers. What was the shadowy figure in the ghost town? What lurked in the darkness of the forest? I may never know for sure, but one thing is certain. There are forces at work in this world that we do not understand. Forces that can evoke both terror and wonder. I continue to seek out these forces, to confront the unknown, for in the face of the unexplained, we catch a glimpse of something truly profound. A reminder that we are not alone in the universe, and that the darkness holds secrets that we are only just beginning to uncover.